All right, guys, what's up? This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard. Welcome to your tarot reading. This is going to be for my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shout out to my Ascension sign people. I'm a Libra Ascension, so you know I love y'all so much, my Libras. So we're going to do a little bit of, let's do like a little check-in. Let's see what's going on. What's going to be the overall messages coming out in this reading. I got the what's the T cards I've been using for all my videos. Ooh. This wanted to come out. I'm gonna take all three of them. Some tells me it was like, just take them all. You know what? I love y'all. Definitely the fourth. What's the overall grand spanking message? That's like 23 too many. I'm doing all that shit. Broke ass. Someone's finances could be it says broke ass. Someone could be worried about their finances, their upcoming financial situation. Or you could be dealing with a dusty. I don't know. Hopefully you're not. I hope none of those are the truth. But they have to be, right? But hold on now, because I see some other shit. Whoa. Okay, hold on now. Because now we gotta have a real conversation, y'all. We got bad habits, drugs, addictions, toxicities, hooked. And we ain't talking about phonics. And too busy winning. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone here who has been positively rewarded for a bad behavior that is currently giving them a favorable outcome. So what this immediately made me think of for some reason is steroids, people who abuse certain substances. So let's say, I'm sure I have so many male viewers and wrestlers. So let's say you are a guy and you are trying to get bigger, right, for competitions or whatever. Maybe you're taking steroids to get jacked right now. Or you're thinking about doing something to enhance your physique or something, and it's addicting, right? That rush that you get, right? And you're too busy to notice the bad shit that's gonna happen because you're winning, like you're on top of the world right now. You know, I don't think Barry Bonds was too concerned with the steroids and shit. Or I'm sorry, I don't know if he was the one on steroids. I don't want to say anything allegedly. This ain't even monetized yet, so allegedly, whatever. You know, these baseball players, they probably weren't thinking too much about what the side effects were when they was hitting them home runs and getting all these awards and stuff. They was like, we'll worry about that later. You know, when these athletes be cheating and stuff and they be winning these prizes, you know, they'll worry about the juicing scandal 10 years from now. They'll worry about that. They're going to enjoy this money until it ends. So, until it ends, the broke ass. So, at the end of the day, whatever you are doing is draining you. It could be draining you financially, spiritually. Whatever you're doing is draining you. You could have an addiction to alcohol or weed or whatever, and maybe you are spending way too much money on this shit. But because right now you could be in like a jackpot or something, you know, you're too busy to notice how much of this is really taking over until it may be too late. So this is more of I feel like this is going to be more of a foreshadowing reading. We'll see what happens. Foreshadowing maybe in love. Maybe you're addicted to love. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily be drugs. And maybe it could be you're too overly invested in this relationship and you're hooked into it. And because you're getting the attention back, you know, you may not realize the emotional cost. All right, let's get into this reading, y'all. Let's get the damn thing started. Love you guys. All right. So we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. So in the past, there could have been this energy, this woman, this person, this could be you, this couldn't be someone else, who was, this seems to be a reoccurring thing here. Someone could have a lot of bad stepmoms or something. But there could be an energy here around you, surrounded by manipulation or emotional abuse. And when I say emotional abuse, I can mean someone who shows conditional love. I feel like a lot of us millennials and stuff, we may have perceived our parents' love as conditional, where we had to be performing in order to receive love and affection. I know a lot of people who felt like that. So that could have been you. We have the Six of Pentacles here. So there is this sense of equity, this sense of fairness, which is you, an equal give and trade. I feel like you have really done your due diligence in trying to balance out your needs. So you're probably someone who isn't, I wouldn't peg you as someone who is financially like struggling. I feel like you've really done the work. Ooh, I love this, the World card. So you are definitely at the completion of a cycle here. There is something here that you are completing, but with the beginning or with the end of one cycle comes another. So you're closing out a cycle. Something here is coming to completion. But we got the Seven of Wands here in reverse. So what? Oh, okay, something's coming to completion because you're giving up on something. I wonder what that is. What are you giving up on, Libra? The Emperor. Oh. A toxic boss. Someone who is for lack of a better word, someone who lacks confidence, someone who is weak, someone who isn't very, that just hit me. My energy was very low. Did you notice that? My energy was low because I'm over here hitting this pin and it's taking me out and I need to be involved. I have to be invested. So maybe you have been for a long time numbing yourself and you have to just snap out of it and be like, look, I need to be invested in something. And like you're starting to realize that what you were giving into or what you were working towards wasn't paying off the way you wanted it to. All right. So you have to walk away. You're choosing to no longer fight this battle. This force, this entity, this emperor in reverse, this man child, this boss baby who like complains about everything, or you're just walking away from a situation because you don't have the strength to keep fighting for it. And that's not a bad thing all the time. Sometimes you just need to walk away from some shit. And sometimes you just gotta walk away from some shit. All right, so here is the Four of Swords. So you definitely, I've been doing this for like 4 hours. Ooh. You were the last one of the night, but you're my favorite sign. Four of Swords here. So yeah, so definitely with the Queen of Cups and the Four of Swords here, I feel like you have been trying to put to rest conditional love, the need to feel, I don't know why this came to my mind. You may have struggled with like self-love, loving yourself, because someone here could have really ingrained that into your head. Like you had to be performing some type of acts of service in order to be loved. And I think you've kind of put that to rest. You've been working on that in the past. King of Wands in reverse here. So we have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse here. It could be a situation in the past from a past person here who is very immature, this King of Wands. It could be your boss. So in the past, I feel like you've kind of had like this up and down relationship with your boss. You've had this back and forth relationship with your vices. You've had this up and down situation with your lover. You've had this up and down situation with someone here because of a lack of maturity on someone's part here. You know, There could be some shit that you don't want to rest. It could be also that you are trying to pretend like you have balanced and you have put to bed some of these childhood issues or some of these things. And first of all, our childhood trauma impacts every decision we make, from what time you get up in the morning to what time you go to bed. And if you don't believe me, I'm sorry. But yeah, it does. Your first years of life sets the tone on like your expectations, what you want, how you see the world. And yeah, it changes over time. But some things can be so ingrained at such an early age that it is like damn near impossible, right? For example, my friend, she's a Libra. She has a dog. She's had this dog for 5 years. Her and her fiance, her husband now. This dog does not like males. Whenever they got the dog, they were told, like, she's very skittish around guys, but she really wanted this dog. She wanted this dog. It's a pretty dog. And this is my best friend, right? And so I see her all the time. I have been in this dog's life. Never done anything bad to her. Never done, I love animals. Never done anything. This dog has never liked me. Never. It doesn't matter. Well, your voice is too deep. Or In my mind, I think she was abused by someone that probably looked like me. She probably had like a big black owner, or maybe just the fact that I'm a 6'2", 280 fucking pound big ass black dude. I mean, a lot of people could be scared of me just by looking at me, but I'm like the coolest, chillest person in the world. But anyway, this dog has known me intimately for 5 years. Like, I've been in your house with you all the time, doggy. This dog does not like me unless I got something to eat. Then she tolerates me then. But what I'm saying this is because I've never given this dog any reason to not like me, but because of something that probably happened to that dog before that guy was a rescue dog. Like, it was like 2 years old. Something happened to that dog where that dog is so deeply traumatized by something that happened to it, and it's so sad that dog will probably never like me. And that's okay. I'm really not I'm gonna say I'm not a dog person. I do like dogs, but like, like that. How do I describe it? Because it's like, okay, this dog don't like me, so now I feel some kind of way. Because it's like, bitch, I ain't do shit to you. And like, I'm over here like, this dog don't fucking like me. And I'm like getting in my feelings because this dog doesn't like me. My grown ass man ass is like low key, high key, a little like, damn, this dog don't like me. I've never done anything to this dog. I'm not going nowhere. I'm never going to do anything to you as long as you never do anything to me. Like, and it's just like, that could be you in a situation where there is something that happened to you, and just because someone could have like, how do I put it? So have you ever survived like a narcissistic abusive relationship, right? Certain traits that people have in common with narcissists, but at a lesser degree, can still send your body and your nervous system into like a hypervigilant state, right? For example, right? Let's say you're watching a sports game and your team is doing really well and you get loud. You're like, come on, let's go. Yeah. Someone who has PTSD, that could sound like yelling and like screaming, and like they could like panic and start to shut down, and like their body will maybe think that they are like under attack or something. Yeah, I know. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, some people are really fucked up, y'all. Some of y'all are like that. Y'all might be like that. And I'm sorry to call you fucked up, but you fucked up, boo. You fucked up. Well, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. You fucked up, babes. I like that you broken like me. I'm fucked up too, shit. I could be lonely with you. Toxic as fuck to say, but hey. We're fucked up people sometimes, Libra. We're fucked up. You're a fucked up person. I love you, but you're fucked up. Sorry, you're fucked up. Please don't click off. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But let me tell you, the beauty in being fucked up is because you have nothing to hide. When you own your shit on your sleeves, you don't have to explain shit to nobody. The people in your life love you. Oh, that's just who they are, and they love you, and it's not a big deal. Like, you don't need to apologize for who you are. The Hermit and the, what the hell is four of cups? 4. So safety and security, I'm seeing fours and, yeah, safety and security and your family, memories here could all be on your mind. You have a lot on your mind right now, and you could be trying to numb yourself with these bad habits. Because we've been stuck in your past for like 15, almost 16 minutes now. That lets me know that there's a lot of past in your present. Ooh. We got the Six of Wands. This is a really good card. Because we just spent 16 minutes talking about how you're fucked up. But you're winning. Too busy winning. I told you, bitch. It's not fucking true. You winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning chicken dinner. Y'all, I don't know what's going on, Libra, but you feel super on top of the world. Like, literally, victory is on top of the world. Can't make this shit up. This is why I love Libra. Y'all my favorite. Don't tell Pisces. The world. Victory. Six of Wands. You're on top of the world. I wonder why. We're gonna find out why. Something in my brain says probably something stupid. But that's the good thing about Libra. It doesn't take lots to make us happy. Like, oh my God, I found $5 on the ground today. Best day ever. The whole world could be crashing down. I found $5. I'm going to Taco Bell. All right, so you definitely feel like on top of the world. Because deep down, you know that you've you've come a long way. But don't give up now. Ooh, 7s and 7s, so challenges ahead. So there are some challenges ahead when it comes to your emotions and your sense of direction. You may have a hard time. Yeah, you're definitely going to have a hard time quitting your habits and your vices. And I don't want this to come off in the wrong way, but I think the victory is you know it's time to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's time to change. Today is day 19 of no alcohol. I am a alcoholic. I drink every single day. I have for like before I went to rehab, I definitely was drinking every single day after work for like the last 10 years plus. And I was just getting to the point, I'm a very high functioning alcoholic, where I was able to, keep a job and everything. There's a lot of teachers who are high functioning alcoholic or borderline alcoholism. Let's just talk about that, but let's not, because we're talking about half of America. But anyway, long story short, there's that victory of knowing that, like, I am sober. I may do other things that are illegal in my state, but I'm not doing one thing that is potentially killing my liver. Baby steps. Victories are victories. But also, I need to watch my pockets, because I may have been going to the dispensaries a little too much lately. So I'm telling you, this should be applying to me too. I'm a Libra rising, so this gonna fit for me a little bit. Some of this shit ain't fitting for me, but some of it is. Like the whole past thing, that wasn't really me. That's definitely y'all. But let me get back to you. So there is a challenge coming up, and you're going to feel challenged. Like, when you're in recovery, it's going to be a challenge. Not every day is sunshine and roses. There's so many days where I'm like, God, it sounds really good, a shot. especially when there's people around you that's still drinking. I have a wedding to go to tomorrow, and I am terrified about how I'm going to stay sober during that. You know, I'm going to ask something from you all. Y'all, I have a wedding to go to. Please pray for me. If you see this video before, and I'm not, even whenever, just pray for me too, because I'm going through my recovery. So pray for me, and I'll pray for you all. You know, prayer for prayer. Anyway, thank you. And praying for you. You're coming to the decision that, like, it doesn't matter what it costs. This cycle is over. And that's where the victory is. The victory is knowing that right now, you know you are done with this. You may still be physically, you know, addicted to it, but you know in your heart that it's, ooh, don't be like that. In your heart, you know that this is coming to an end. You know that. And that's the victory. You know that the suffering is soon to be over. And you can remove the delusion, because the substances, they weren't never really helping you. All right? We're not done here. We're not even close to being done. Libra. So this Emperor here, what is this all about? This feeling of not being in control. We're in a spiral. Hold on, let's pull the damn card and find out. Okay. Ooh, Queen of Swords here. Clarity. Running from the truth. Thank you. Thank you for that. Clarity. Okay. So the truth is, this is not an easy thing to do. And the clarity is that you're going to have to do it all by yourself. And it's not just like a... Okay, let me put it like this. I'm happy that I can't drink. I can drink. I just choose not to, right? I'm happy that I'm not drinking. I really am happy that I'm sober. I'm able to if I need to go get in my car right now, I can. And it's, you know, dark and I'm not shit-faced, that I'm able to make these videos right now, because alcoholism was keeping me from being on YouTube. It was keeping me from doing this. It was keeping me, preventing me, and stopping me from doing what I needed to do. And I knew that. I knew that. I knew that I needed to be making these videos. I knew that I needed to be talking to you all. And I've been delaying my message. I could have been doing this shit 4 or 5 years ago. I had, I don't know how many videos posted that I deleted from like years ago, because I got scared of people finding out that I was doing this shit. And it's taken me 3 or 4 years to get my shit together to be like, look, this is what I have to do. I don't know why this is being called to me, but it's being called to me. And like, you don't have to make it make sense. You just have to, you have to just affirm that what you feel in your heart is like true. And like, learning how to believe in yourself is not easy, but you're on the path to becoming it. And I see you completing it, and you're doing it in this lifetime, in the present right now. And whatever you're doing, it may not look like it right now. You may be sitting there with a fucking beer in your hand right now, but you know what? Yesterday it wasn't a beer, it was a margarita. It was hard liquor. Today it's a beer. Tomorrow it may be an NA. The next day it'll just be smoking weed. You know, it may just be smoking weed for a few months until you're like, I don't want to do this shit either. I want to go see what it's like to really raw, you know, just really be completely fucking present. Right? Maybe you want to do a spiritual detox. Maybe you want to do this. Maybe you want to do that. And here's the thing. We know that that's not going to be easy, right? If it was easy, I wouldn't have relapsed. I did. But we know that that's the challenge. And you're going to feel out of control sometimes, because that's what drugs do. They make you feel out of control. There's going to be days where you really want to drink. There's sometimes I'm like, damn, ooh, that sounds so good right now. A hot ass day, like, oh my God, just get in from work. It's Friday. It's fucking Friday, 8:30. Having a drink in my hand was like second nature for the last 15 years. Even when I was in college, definitely when I was in college, I was drunk every Friday and Saturday. Couldn't wait till the weekend, Sundays included. Turned 21. First of all, I already had a fake ID. This is the Libra rising in me that wants to turn this into a me happy hour. But I love talking about me because, hell, if I'm sitting here reading the fuck out of you, I need you to feel comfortable with me. You need to know that I'm a real person too, and I'm not just sitting here sitting on some high horse. I'm a real ass motherfucker, just like you guys, just like everybody. Shit, I ain't special. I mean, you know what I mean. We are special in some special way, but shut up. You know the truth. You know what you have to do. And you're gonna feel shitty about it. That sometimes you are. It's the fucking truth, you know. You gotta take the bad with the good and the good with the bad, you know. This too shall pass. It's something that I remember they talked about. And when they say this too shall pass, it's often about something negative, right? Oh, you know, this feeling of inadequacy, this feeling of out of control, this feeling of resentment. This will pass. Yes, it will. And there's going to be a time when you feel so ecstatic and you're so happy and you're on top of the world. When you're drinking and you're feeling so good, this too will pass. When you're taking a hit and you're feeling really nice, this too shall pass. So you keep doing more because it's going to pass, right? Just let it be what it is and enjoy it for what it is. Even the bad shit, because there's so much to be discovered in that. And when I'm like really like into like my like, okay, I'm sitting in my sobriety here, not smoking either, and I'm like feeling irritated. Normally I just wanted to go drink. Now that's not an option. Okay, what can actually help me? Let's go for a walk. Let's think about it. Let's talk to Chat GPT and ask us some questions. Let's play some video games to distract ourselves for a little bit. Let's find a way to not necessarily make this problem go away, but understand that like this is tolerable. This is normal. This isn't anything I can't handle. Life isn't going to just be all the good things. It's the good things and the bad things. You're going to get a flat tire. You know, you're going to have a bad day from time to time. It's only up to you how you respond and act to it. Things are going to happen to you, good and bad. It's just all I can say. And the Queen of Swords is you knowing that. Like, and look at it. We're not going to fight it. We're not going to hide it. We're not going to deny it. We're not going to gaslight it. We're not going to try to ignite it. We are going to go through it. Maybe not with your eyes closed, but there is something so sombering about the wounded healer, about the hangman energy of just like, yeah, this isn't comfortable, but it's necessary for growth. That's what it is. It's not comfortable, but it's necessary for growth. And it's going to be painful, and you're going to have moments of weakness, like this Emperor here in reverse. But underneath the surface, you're the Queen of Swords. Underneath the surface, you're the Queen of Swords. You're cutting through the is and what isn't. The clarity that the Queen of Swords represents. The ability to cut through the shit and see and say what needs to be said in a loving, gracious, you know, in a feminine, not necessarily have to be female, but like in a nurture, you know what the fuck I mean, in a way like that. Not like that was. Not like that was. I am not the queen. You know what I mean. You're going through it. You're going to go through it. It's a victory. It's a hardship. They're connected. They go hand in hand. Like, you know, Can't have one or the other. That's how I'm feeling about this. Yeah. Gosh. I could talk to you guys for forever, though. If you want to stop right now, I wouldn't be mad. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you go. But I want to do a little deeper dive into this. I did it for the other people, so you know, and you guys are my fave. But we just had a heart to heart. We just had a heart to heart. I just had a heart to heart with whoever is watching these videos. If anyone watches these videos. That's scary. That is really scary to put yourself out here like this. And I know I'm not like a big YouTuber yet. And I hope one day, you know, I'll be able to broadcast these to the masses if I need to. If I keep it small, I keep it small. Whatever it is. But just in general, knowing that there is some log of me saying this on the internet, that's a big step for me. And I just want to say, whatever you're about to do, Libra, it's a big step for you. If it's abuse, substance abuse, or whatever it is, I see you're at a point where you're ready to give up in a good way. There's only one way. The Seven of Wands and the Seven of Cups in reverse. There's only one way, and you have to stop the addiction, the cycle, the battle. You have to stop the fighting. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need everyone to know. You don't need to go on social media and declare yourself that I'm sober, hold me. You just need to do it. All right? And the Queen of Swords is you doing it. Look how she's not really concerned with other people think. The truth isn't a weapon. She's not using the truth as a weapon. The truth is clarity. The truth is peace. Ooh, I just rate that. I just rate that shit. The truth is clarity. And that is the peace in the storm. The Emperor's upset because he's losing control. And the Queen's like, you were never in control. The drugs were controlling you. You feel out of control because now for the first time you actually are in control. You get to decide how you respond to things, not the liquor, not the weed, not the sex, not the whatever the fuck it is, not the over shopping and buying, whatever you are. Okay, this terrible experience I'm experiencing right now is occurring to me. I get to determine how I react to this. Am I going to drink? Because before it was just, oh shit, drink. I drink when I'm happy. I drink when I'm sad. I drink when I'm angry. I drink when I'm mad. I drank because the day ended. Why? I drank because the sun came up that day. I drank because the sun went down that night. I drank because I woke up. I drank because I needed to go to sleep. And now that I don't drink, I feel out of control. That's preposterous. And that's the Queen of Swords talking, telling you that is preposterous. You were never in control. Now you are in control. You feel out of control on the conscious level, but on the soul, the subconscious level, you are winning. You're gaining clarity. And when you have clarity, there is no need for control. Ooh. You don't need to control. You can let go of control. There's no need to control. Because to control means that you are out of control. You have peace. You're going towards peace. Whew. You're gonna stop making me fucking get all emotional with y'all. I don't even know you. But I love you anyway. Alright. We're gonna do some more deep diving. Okay, we got the Seven of Swords. Seven, so definitely struggles. Struggles all around. Okay, so in the past, the Seven of Swords here was definitely here. So yeah, so this hardship that you went through in your childhood was not an accident. It was not God picking on you. This was part of your life mission. I'm feeling that energy deeply. You were, I don't want to say selected or chosen or signed up for it, but You went through what you went through to get you to where you are now, because you're going to be an instrument for change and growth. The Fool. Yeah. You've taken the leap of faith and trying to tackle some of those things with the Fool card. I feel like you've done some shadow work, you've done some therapy, you've done some shit to kind of balance. I feel like you are someone who, despite so many things happening to you, you've always tried to see at least the silver lining, and you've always tried to stay in a mindset of like, you know what, yeah, I grew up poor, but it taught me how to save, it taught me how to be thrifty, it taught me how to value shit that I have now. Where some people would be like, I never had nothing, so now I'm about to buy everything I wanted when I was a kid. I'm about to have a new pair of shoes every week. And now your kids are going to grow up struggling because you have mismanaged money so poorly that you don't have any good finances. And you're going to actually perpetuating the cycle that you so desperately tried to get out of. That's not going to be you. That's going to be shadow people who don't pay attention to their actions. And I don't mean that to say like, oh, they're beneath me or like they're lesser than. Some people are just, when I call shadow people, like they're living in the shadow of their experiences. They're not living in the present. They're shadows of who they could be, of who they are. They just see the shadow. They're not looking at the self. Ooh, yes. They're looking at the shadow thinking that's who they are. The shadow on the ground isn't who I am. I'm not the shadow. I am the self. The shadow is the part of me, the false part of me that looks like me on the ground, that I don't want to be a part of me, but it kind of is. But anyway, you started your healing a lot sooner than most people, is what I'm getting at. You didn't have to sit in misery for a very long time in your adulthood. You very quickly were someone who knew how to get your needs met, you know. I had a friend, she's a Libra. You know, she kind of had like a rough upbringing with her family, and you know what? She found a really good group of friends in middle school and high school, and like kind of like latched on, and she became so good friends with those people from that time period that like it was her escape out of that. So yeah, she had to deal with that fucked up family life, but it wasn't like she wasn't able to carve out her own happiness. You know what I mean? There's people who can just sit in misery and just only see the miserable things, and they have, you take agency into your life. You don't have to be a puppet in someone's fucking game. You are your own playable character. Put out another candle. All right, let's see here. In the present. Okay, the Page of Swords in reverse. This is interesting though. So this is the interesting thing to me. I feel like there's a part of you, I won't say it's self-sabotaging, but the Page of Swords in reverse is you are hesitant to start this victory that's here. You are, I don't want to say delaying it. Oh, you know, you kind of are delaying it. I mean, not like an ace delaying it. It's more like a half-ass. You're not working as hard on it as you could. What I mean is, okay, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to drink hard liquor. I'm just going to drink beer. I did that for like 3 days, and I was like, you don't really want to drink beer. This is not doing it for you, right? it's like, okay, let's say, okay, I'm not gonna watch porn anymore. But you like, you got smut magazines and shit. Yeah, it's not as, heavy in the cerebellum and whatever as porn, but it's porn. You know, you're there. You're right there. You're there. You're on the right path. You're getting there. You're trying to fool yourself, but you're an air sign, so you're not stupid. You're far from stupid. So you can only believe your own bullshit for so long yourself. You're not a very good bullshitter. Like, you try to bullshit other people. Don't get me wrong. You good at bullshitting other people, but you know better than to believe your own bullshit, and you know what bullshit is bullshit. And you know sometimes people just don't call you out on your bullshit because they want to be polite, because you do the same shit too. We all do. We know you lying, but I just don't feel like fighting with you right now, man. That's that. Okay. Oh, you sick. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you got a cold. You got a chest cold, and you can't smoke weed because it make your cough bad, but you can still smoke cigarettes? Okay. Okay. No, I'm just saying. I'm just observing. That's you right now. All right. What this challenge is going to represent. Ooh. Start in reverse. So, I feel like you are afraid. Here's the thing, though. Yeah, you're going to be the star in reverse. You're going to be... You can be all over the place. Gosh, Libra, you're going to be not like a little helpless baby, but you're going to be someone here who... Man, I can't even describe what the star in reverse means to me right now. I feel like you are... Don't try to have other people heal you. What I mean by that is, don't look outward for your healing. That could be a mistake that Spirit wants to warn you about. You give so much. It's time for you to just give to yourself and keep some things for yourself. Sit down. You don't need to be in the spotlight. Not like a Leo, sit down. You're going to be in the spotlight. This is let's socialite. Let's pull it back some. You might need to, this could be your card of being like, you know what, I'm not going to be able to entertain company because every time I entertain company, not forever, just until I can really get a hold of this, because having people over and they're drinking, it's gonna make me want to drink, and maybe you can't be around people when they're drinking, so maybe you have to sit some things out. Maybe it's gonna be hard for you to go around the holidays if you got a family that drinks heavily, and that could be something that you're afraid of. It's not even something that's even happened yet. It's something that you're afraid of, honestly. It's something that you could be afraid of. You could be afraid. I heard this too, but I wasn't sure, but I'll say it anyway. You could be afraid that if you don't do whatever substance you could do, you're going to lose, like, the thing that makes you special or something. Like, going back to the steroids. You're probably, hopefully not on steroids. If I stop juicing, then I'm going to get small. I'm not going to be, getting these home runs or whatever, or, whatever I need the steroids for. And, I mean, yeah, maybe. But, like, is it really worth it at the end of the day if you're going to be, like, hurting your body when you're, like, in your 50s and 60s and 70s or whatever, and you're, like, on your, like, early deathbed? You're not going to be like, oh, it was worth it. I hope not. You're going to be like, fuck that. Man, I really made a bad... Like, no, because you're not even going to get to that point, because you're not going to keep doing that. This is just a temporary phase. This is a warning from Spirit. It's just don't stay too long. Don't stay too long in this energy. Last but not least, is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Ooh. So you finally, the Nine of Wands is you finally walking away, is you finally letting your guard down, is it's you finally feeling secure, and in my opinion, feeling secure and safe. But you're afraid. You could be afraid that without your substance or without whatever vice it is that you do, that you are going to just become unraveled and you won't be able to keep it together. But I don't see that happening for real, for real. I love how this reading this is so interpersonal. Like, just me sitting here talking to you. This isn't a love reading. This isn't a reading about career. This is a reading about you. Libra, it's time for you to show up for you by sitting down, owning your truth, and focusing on you. Not your deeds, not what you can offer to the world. You. And what you need right now is peace, quiet. Maybe a little weed. Maybe not. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you smoke too much. I don't know you. But I love you. All right, Libra. Before we go, why not? I haven't done these in a while. Let's do the Moonology Oracle card. I love this reading. This is so, like, personal, intrapersonal. Whatever one means, like, on you. Intra. Yeah, because intra means within. Inter is like between two things. Like an interstate goes between states. But introspective is like, anyway, you know what the hell I'm saying. Let's see here. Thank you so much. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you made it all the way to the end. I greatly appreciate it. Put a Libra scale in the comments if you want to. I'm trying to, you know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my comments and shit up. Let me know if it resonated. If it didn't, if it did, let me know, guys. Let me know. Share this with your friends. Be like, I like this kid. He's kind of weird, but he says some good shit. Thank you. Ooh, surrender to the divine. Yeah. It's time for you to let go completely. It's time for you to completely let go and accept this victory for what it is and look at it as a victory. And don't be sidestepping for too long. It's time for you to surrender. Maybe around the full moon. Gosh, I feel like the full moon is coming up soon. Oh, Lord. Full moon, April 2025. Oh. So we have a full moon tomorrow, April 12th, 2025. So, well, look at this. If you watch this video right now, then you're going to be right on time. Let's see. I hope I can load it tonight so it comes out by tomorrow. Or it could be the next full moon in May. Let's see. I'll do the one for May too, just to be safe. Full moon, May 2025. Oh, wow. So it's also May 12th. Are all the full moons on the 12th? Okay, they're all around. Okay, for the most part. So, yeah. So, full moon's going to be May 12th. That's called the microflower. I'm not even going to explain what that is. The microflower. That sounds... Okay, whatever. So, yeah. So, full moon May 12th, June 11th, July 10th. Okay. Cool. Cool beans. So, like I had said it was, you are really needing, and you're not gonna, it's not gonna feel like a force, I feel like, because I got something like this in the reading once, And I was like, I'm nowhere near ready to stop drinking. And it just happened. It just literally, it just happened. And I just let it happen. I just surrendered to it. I didn't try to fight it. It wasn't a big deal. It happened. Look at that. And it's time to release negativity. And there's no, you can't, it's full moon in Scorpio. Now, full moon in Scorpio, I think that is the next moon. That might be the moon in May. Because it'll be the new moon in Taurus and Scorpio. So full moon in Scorpio. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the May. Yeah, the May 12th moon. Yeah, it is. So it says full moon in Scorpio. That's the next moon in May 12th. So if you watch this video within a month, you're going to be releasing some negativity by the next moon cycle. So, and you know, the full moon is all about releasing and giving up. And, ooh, my heart is like, open. That's really going to help some people. I know I'm seeing at least 2 people celebrating sobriety. That's awesome. Walk through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Take a time to breathe out. Yes. All right. Let me give you one more. This is honestly, this has been, don't tell Virgo I said this, but this has been my favorite reading of the night. At first, I was like, Libra is my favorite zodiac sign because that's my rising. And I just love Libra. It's like my best friend's a Libra. All my favorite like celebrity and like entertainers or like with the I'm like, you gotta be a Libra. Or some of them are Leos, but some of them are Libras. And I'm like, T.S. Madison, I love her. She's so hilarious. Like, she's the kind of person I was like, I would love to be your friend because like you're just real, you're loud, you're bold, you're funny. I just always have a good time with you. My stepmom, she's a Libra and she's really fun. Like, she's always like doing stuff, active. Like, she has, you know, people, you can tell a person is really good by like how many people, I don't want to say like, because there are some people who have a lot of people around who aren't good people, but like people who just have good people who don't keep up mess. Like, it's hard to be around a group of 10, 20 people and ain't no mess around. Ain't no bunch of infighting and backstabbing and talking behind each other's back. Like, when you, that's when you know you in the midst of really good people. And I'm not saying friends and shit don't have little disagreements, spats here and there, but you know what I mean. Libras are really good people. They are very charismatic and they have a lot of people that they easily make friends. This is the kind of person, like, they will like be your best friend that y'all met at the bus stop. Right? So Libras are awesome. Y'all are just so awesome. And like, you're just fucking awesome. All right, last but not least. Wow. Full moon in Aquarius. Now we had the star card in reverse, right? So we were afraid about how we would look. So now it says, full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. And that's going to be around, let's see, full moon in Aquarius is going to be, what, around Leo season? Yeah. So that's going to be, full moon in Aquarius is going to be, because Leo and Aquarius, the full moon in Aquarius is going to be during the Leo new moon cycle, which is in Leo. So the Leo new moon is going to be on August 9th. So around August 9th, you're going to be at a space where you'll probably be more able to be around a more, so, I'm going to ignore that. You're going to be in a space to be more, I guess you can say, public, or maybe more like you'll be ready to really kind of go out and step out into the world again. So from like now until August, you really need to, talking to me too, you need to do some inner work and you need to really work on your sobriety. So I gotta just stay clean until August. I'm kidding. I probably should always stay clean. Well, that's how I said should, right? Even I can't say I will. The truth. I don't know. But I do know you can do it if you want to. Sometimes you won't want to, though, but doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Anyway, that's all I have to say, y'all. I love you, Libra. This has been an amazing reading. Thank you for keeping me occupied this night. And as always, drink water, be safe, and peace.